Welcome, my friends, into Studio B, and welcome to this well-being practice that is inspired by the mindfulness teacher and researcher Jon Kabat-Zinn. This practice is really reflective of work that he developed that is all around a stop practice. And stop in this case is an acronym. The S stands for, you guessed it, stop what you're doing. The T is take a breath. The O is observe what's here, in and out. And then the P is to proceed with care or caution. So we'll be integrating that acronym throughout the practice today. Let's begin with some very simple movement. Standing up, taking the feet about hip distance apart, and just switching the weight from one foot to the other as you lift the right heel and then the left. We call this strutting, but this is a really simple movement that helps to stimulate the circulatory system, getting some nice activity on the soles of the feet. The next time your right heel's lifted, pause. Rock up onto the top of the foot a little bit more, getting a stretch across the ankle at the top of the foot. And then if it feels interesting, make some circles there. Maybe in the other direction as well. And then we'll start to just, again, glide from side to side. So I like to do this, sometimes I even do it underneath my desk when my legs are feeling like they're almost falling asleep from sitting at my desk all day. But you could do this seated or standing. Next time that left heel is up, pause. Rock up onto the top of the toes, getting that nice stretch along the top of the foot. And then if you're interested, make those circles. And sometimes you can get a little snap, crackle, pop here, totally natural. Maybe the other direction. And then settling both feet on the ground, let the eyes rest on something that's not going to move. Stop. Take a breath in. Let the breath out. Observe what's here right now. Any sensations, any sounds, any thoughts. And then we'll begin to proceed with a sense of care and caution. We'll bring the awareness up into the pelvis and starting to make circles here. So again, echoing that shape of the circles. The pelvis can get really stuck in one position from either standing or sitting all day long. So we're wanting to keep that sense of fluidity in the pelvis by just exploring its natural range of motion. And then a simple reversal of that, moving in the opposite direction. Eyes can be open or closed. Going just about 2 more circles here. And then returning to that acronym as you stand up tall, settle the eyes, maybe close the eyes, stop. Take a full breath in, a complete breath out. Observe what is here, both inside of you and outside of you. And then proceed with care. If the eyes are closed, opening them up, bringing the awareness to the side body as we, again, really fluidly, almost like a wave, start to just let the body drop to one side and drop to the other. So what I'm looking to do here is to introduce a quality of spaciousness through the ribs, the sides of the waist. What we're doing here is really welcoming in some space for the lungs and the kidneys to really operate optimally. But we want this, as I mentioned, to be very fluid and watery, like a wave in the body. Feeling free to close the eyes if that feels intuitive. For many of us, it just naturally happens. Really dropping into the experience of the body. Noticing if your mind has any commentary to share. And if it does, maybe just thank the mind for sharing and letting that go. We'll go about 5 more seconds here. And then returning to our stop practice, centering the torso. Eyes could be settled on something that won't move or closed. Stop what you're doing. Take a full breath in. A complete breath out. Observe what's here, both inside and outside. And then we'll prepare to proceed with caution and care. If the eyes are closed, opening them up, sweeping the arms wide. Last movement break here, little movement snack. Twist to the right. Arms are still out wide. And then if it's comfortable, rotate the gaze back over the right fingertips, really bringing the twist up and into the neck. You could stay here with the arms wide in a wingspan, or if you'd like to bring in a slight deeper twist, let the right arm drop to the back of the right thigh. Lift your left arm to the ceiling and let your gaze drop towards the floor. And then inhale, coming back up, arms horizontal and wide. And return to center. Drop the arms and we'll just take one breath here between sides. So full breath in and complete breath out. And then switching that twist, taking those arms wide and twisting the torso to the left. Knowing you could pause here, you could keep the head looking over to the side or invite it to rotate around to find the left fingertips and hand. And then for a deepening option, letting the left hand find the back of the left thigh, right arm up to the ceiling, the gaze drops down towards the floor, taking a couple of breaths here. And then as you inhale, taking the arms wide once more, and returning out of the twist, dropping the arms. Again, settling the eyes on something that will not move or perhaps closing them. Stop what you're doing. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Observe what is here right now, both inside of you and outside of you. And then proceed with care. If you close the eyes, let's open them up. Thank you so much for this brief well-being practice. I really hope that this acronym of STOP is something that you can bring into a variety of different moments in your life, both at work, at home, and just when you're with yourself. Stop, take a breath, observe what is here, and then proceed with care and perhaps some compassion. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I'll see you again soon. Be blessed.